Hey everybody, welcome to Tuesday's Truth with Alonda Hassel. So we have really been in this whole season, this whole feeling, if you will, of just shifting in your life. Shifting from one thing to another, shifting from what is old or what has been old or what has been played out, if you will, to just what is new. And not just because a new year is coming, but because the season is right for this shift in our lives. And I just want to encourage you that as you're shifting, don't be afraid to leave what was. Don't be so overly concerned about how people will feel or how things will be different because you're moving to a next phase. You're shifting into something greater, something different. It may not even be greater, something different. Don't be afraid to let things go that have been. And this is not about New Year's resolutions. This is not about New Year, New Me. This is about shifting, not just on the outside, not just putting something in place that says, I'm going to do this better. I'm going to be more consistent with weight loss or whatever. You know how people do for the new year. But this shift is something in you that will change the trajectory of your life, that will change how you take off. This shift, and so many of us are feeling it. This shift is to say that I will never go back to what was, because where God is taking me, where He's shifting me to, is going to be life-changing. And it's not just a shift where I move physically from one place to another. As you see, I'm in my husband's office today. But this shift is I move mentally, I move spiritually, I move emotionally to this new place. And I'm excited about what that is going to look like for so many of us who really embrace the shift, who really embrace what is about to happen or what is happening. Because for many of us, it already started. And I keep saying this, that when you're shifting, you sort of still look the same, and people think that they can still, approach you or deal with you in the same way. But your mind is changing, your heart is changing, your emotions, your spirit is changing. And so they don't see that, but you feel all of this sort of uneasiness on the inside of you. I hope I'm explaining and putting into words what many of you, many of us are feeling. You still look the same, but you feel something shifting in you that says, I no longer value that. I no longer want to be a part of that. I no longer see that as something that is a part of me. And sometimes making that shift and confessing it is the hard part, right? Being able to move away from something that has always been, or something that has been for, a greater part of your life or this past season, is sometimes hard to just say, I'm done. This is no longer a part of me. And then not really have the words to explain why it isn't. But you got to do it anyway. Part of knowing your worth and your value is knowing when it's time to shift, when it's time to get out, when it's time to move, when it's time to let things go. And I'm hoping and praying for you and for me, for us in this season, that as we shift into what is next, that we will not be fearful, that we will be courageous and brave, and that we will embrace what God has for us, and that we will be able to discern when to shift and what to shift to. Because leaving something is one thing, but what you go to is another thing. And so just remaining very prayerful and excited. I pray that this is encouraging and that, again, it really puts some words to the feelings that you have inside of you that say, what is this? Why am I all of a sudden feeling like I don't want to be with them? And I'm okay with being alone, or I'm okay with shifting to new environments or new tribes or whatever your shift is. And so be encouraged in this season that this is not just a new year, new me thing, but this is a true shift in what God has for you. And I pray that you embrace it and that you see it as a part of your worth and your value, and that you become okay with those who are not okay with your shift, because you know it's for you and that it's literally going to change how your life moves forward. All right, that is my Tuesday's Truth. I pray that you have a fantastic day, that if you're in New York, that you stay warm, bundle up because it is cold outside. But have a great day. I love you all, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, bye.